Whatever you want, whoa, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Oh, whatever you need, then nothing I won't do. Oh, whatever you want, oh, my heart belongs to you. Oh, I say whatever you need, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need.
Girl, you can get it, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. I wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Passion like a fire, and I wanna put it out with my love, with my love. Whisper in your ear and let you know exactly what I'm thinking of, thinking of. Maybe I should just let you use your imagination. Your back tattoo is the roadmap to my destination. Ooh, girl, you can get it, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. I wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Girl, I'ma do it right, I'ma be here all night in your love, in your love. Until the moonlight turns to daylight and you see the sun coming up. Baby, let my love run wild through your imagination. Back tattoo is a roadmap to my destination. Oh yeah, girl, you can get it, baby, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Oh baby, wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Assume the position, this is what you've been missing. Baby, I'm on a mission. I've got a vision for your body tonight. Assume the position, this is what you've been missing. Baby, I'm on a mission. I've got a vision for your body tonight. Oh, girl, you can get it. You can get it. And I'm the one who give it. Right now. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Oh, baby, wanna fill you with my love tonight. Love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Lay your body down. Girl, you can get it, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. I wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay I'ma lay it down tonight. Passion like a fire, and I wanna put it out with my love, with my love. Whisper in your ear and let you know exactly what I'm thinking of, thinking of. Maybe I should just let you use your imagination. Your back tattoo is the roadmap to my destination. Ooh, girl, you can get it, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. I wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Girl, I'ma do it right. I'ma be here all night in your love, in your love. Until the moonlight turns to daylight and you see the sun coming up. Baby, let my love run wild through your imagination. Yeah. Back tattoo is a roadmap to my destination. Oh yeah, girl, you can get it, baby, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Oh baby, wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Assume the position. This is what you've been missing. Baby, I'm on a mission. I've got a vision for your body tonight. Assume the position. This is what you've been missing. Baby, I'm on a mission. I've got a vision for your body tonight. Oh, girl, you can get it. You can get it. And I'm the one who give it right now. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Oh, baby, wanna fill you with my love tonight. Send me with my love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Lay your body down. Girl, you can get it, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. I wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Passion like a fire, and I wanna put it out with my love, with my love. Whisper in your ear and let you know exactly what I'm thinking of, thinking of. Maybe I should just let you use your imagination. Your back tattoo is the roadmap to my destination. Ooh, girl, you can get it, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. I wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Girl, I'ma do it right. I'ma be here all night in your love, in your love. Until the moonlight turns to daylight and you see the sun coming up. Baby, let my love run wild through your imagination. Yeah. body down, 'cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Girl, you can get it.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, didn't it all, oh my Lord, didn't it rain, didn't it rain, children, rain all night long, didn't it all, didn't it all, oh my Lord, didn't it rain.
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling. And he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
Wow,
It's Sean. This shit don't stop. You ain't fucking with me. I don't know who need to hear this, but you ain't fucking with me. It's only one young. I'm a one-on-one. Don't need to call me twin. Wow, it's Sean. This shit don't stop. You ain't fucking with me. I don't know who need to hear this, but you ain't fucking with me. It's only one young. I'm a one-on-one. Don't need to call. Yeah. Hey, it's Caliber, baby. Hook on this exclusive. It's time, sir. Let's get it. Whoa, we want the throne. Go hard, go home. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this. 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 Let's go. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. That boss made me go there. 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 Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. That boss made me go there. 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 Came back to the game, cause I'm losing my patience. I ain't worried about nothing, man. Sitting around, starting minutes, time getting wasted. So it down for you hitters. Nah, let me break it down for you hitters. My flow so deep, man, it weigh about 4 or 5 pounds on you hitters. I'm here to stay. I'ma hit on my business. Now runners in the building and I'm bringing that heat, man. God is my witness. I'ma shut it on down, and I'ma make the speakers bleed. And all the game really missing down the street. Got on record for my city, I'm record for my crew. Take the crown, you'll play around, ripping in the mic that I choose. I stay kicking that paper, got a lot of haters, I take ya. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, cause I'm on another level of the trap breathe. Let's go. We want the throne, we want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this, 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 y'all ain't ready for this. Let's go. Drop it down, let me see you do that work. Drop it down, let me see you do that work. That boss made me go there. 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 Drop it down, let me see you do that work. Drop it down, let me see.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? Man, we got a long man. Today has been a crazy day. If you're a blogger, if you're an inspiring blogger, or if you just trying to get in the game, today has been a long back to back long day. Shout out to everybody that's out there, man. Shout out to the best team in the land, the Dream Team. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to y'all, everybody that's here. Shout out to folks that know what's going on. Shout out to the folks that know what's going on who don't have channels that's sitting back like, Jesus Christ, this is a lot. But it comes with the territory. And with the territory, it comes truthfulness. So I'm going to say this. Let's get started real quick. At the bottom of the screen of the chat box, you'll see a box with a $ in it, right? That's called the super chat. You can use the super chat to take care or to help keep this channel going, because everything in the super chat goes towards the channel. If you see the little thing going across the bottom of the screen, that's where you can support me at. You can support me at Patreon. Please come and join the Patreon. I got a $5 tier. I got a $10 tier at patreon.com, OfficialDanaJay. You can support the Cash App, $OfficialDanaJay. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at DanaJ the brand. Also, I'm gonna let you know this. The Dana J Seasons is jumping. I just finished off a little promo flyer. I'm going to be putting it out there. Oh man, Howard said, give us back all our PhD letters. I'm just saying, man, like I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Also, I know what's going on. But if you can remember, and I don't want to skip nobody, I want to say hello to everybody, because when I get started, I'm going to get started and I don't want to stop. But we talking about the diddler. Diddy, the devil, has been caught. Let's read the paperwork live. A lot of people don't want to read the paperwork live, but I'm one of the ones that's going to read the paperwork live. Man, I don't know what's going on, why it's choppy like this, but on my playback, it's like it's skipping. But anywho, on my live joint, I'm doing just great. So I'm gonna say shout out to everybody that's out here, because we're gonna jump directly into it. If y'all can remember, I told y'all 3 years ago when R. Kelly had his trial, I said, for everybody who didn't stand up for R. Kelly, your day is next. Everybody that knows what's going on, your day is next. And I said that it's a combined effort to get R. Kelly locked up and out the way, because R. Kelly was supposed to have been the sacrificial lamb for Diddy and for Jay-Z. I will say this. I told y'all that Diddy was next. Did I lie? So now I'm going to go and make a bold prediction. Jay-Z, you're next. A lot of the elites in Hollywood, you're next. I'm going to keep it real. A lot of folks are saying, if Donald Trump get elected and we move into Canada, no. Y'all putting it off on Donald Trump. But a lot of y'all ran scared today. When they came and got when they came and got y'all diddler, a lot of y'all elites start shaking. Because if you think Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever you want to call him, Brother Love, if you think he's going to go to jail and not tell on everybody, you crazy. You crazy. He's going to be just like Alpo. He's going to be the next Alpo. Watch. So let's jump into it. Also, and before I go there, I am going to say this. I will be going to New York when his trial starts. And I will be covering the trial and giving y'all play-by-play. So when they announce that, Dream Team, and you know we got to get on it, I'm going to need y'all help. Just like I still need y'all help for the Minnesota thing. Hit the Cash App. I gotta collect $1,100 and that's for R. Kelly in Minnesota in December. We midway through September now. The goal was to have it, and the goal was to try to have majority of it by the 3rd of October, so that way we can continue to get the cheap flights and all that. So I'm gonna need your help. Y'all know I don't beg, I just ask. And whatever y'all do, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. If you choose to help, thank you. If you don't, thank you anyway. Also, we want to keep Nikki M in our prayers as she going through a trying time right now. That's Dream Team's own. Let's keep Nikki M in our prayers. So, breaking news. Diddy. Bail has been denied for Sean Diddy Combs ahead of federal indictment on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Y'all remember Kalina from Dirty Money? Diddy is accused of contacting Kalina Harper at least 54 times following Don Richards' lawsuit. Now, I spoke with someone earlier about this, and they said they believe that Don was lying because Kalina came out and said everything contrary to what Don was saying. Now, make this make sense. And Kalina's husband is in the industry and know Diddy very well. He's nowhere near as popular as Diddy. But if a man is contacting you 54 times, there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that. 54 times. And I had somebody tell me, oh yeah, that was a payoff. That's not no payoff. That's a threat. He's threatening them. I need you to say, and he's giving directives on what to say. Because if not, it'll make him look guilty. Well, Assistant United States Attorney said witnesses we have interviewed have universally expressed fear. The defendant has contacted witnesses who received grand jury subpoenas. Stop. You don't think that Kalina got a grand jury subpoena? And she was part of Dirty Money? And she said that she was close to him? Stop it. How did they know that he called her 54 times? Both phones are tapped. So it says he contacted at least one victim. This constant contact with witnesses on September the 10th, a week ago, Don Richards sued before a September 14th statement by Miss Harper. The defendant called her 54 times in one day. Some of the way in which the defendant contacts witnesses and victims are meant to evade. He uses intermediaries. Oh boy. Of course, people making comparisons to Kel's situation. There's no comparisons in Diddy situations where I don't want to get into that just yet. So Kalina said, I acknowledge the recent lawsuit filed by Don Richard, in which my name has been mentioned 33 times. While I fully respect Dawn's right to recount her experiences, I want to emphasize that her account reflects her personal perspective and should not be interpreted as a universal truth applicable to everyone involved. Of course he had her. Of course Diddy had her say that. It's important to understand that while I was present in some of the same professional settings mentioned, many of the allegations and incidents described in this suit are not representative of my experiences, and some do not align with my own truth. Okay, so Diddy paid you to do that. Tony and I have always conducted ourselves with the highest level of professionalism, really, and integrity. We are not involved in, nor were we aware of, any behavior that could be considered abusive or unlawful. Wow. As this matter is now part of an ongoing legal process, I will refrain from discussing any specific details further. My focus continues to be on my family, my music, and my work, which I will pursue with the same dedication and positivity that have always guided me. I trust that the legal system will handle this case with the fairness and thoroughness it requires, and I support any process that seeks to uncover the truth. Two things just happened with this letter. And see, with this letter, when I tell you two things have happened, there will not be a Dirty Money reunion. She has now went against Dawn, and Dawn probably feel like she can't trust her. So Kalina is on her own now. I don't think Dawn will ever trust Kalina again. Diddy's attorney responds to Don Richards' lawsuit. Mr. Combs is confidently standing on the truth and looks forward to proving that in court. Don Richards sues Diddy for brutality and sexual assault. Damn, she look high on this one. Ooh. So now that we got that out the way, that pretty much sets the stage. And back when Gemini Don said they're comparing R. Kelly and Diddy cases to against each other, and Gemini Don saying, you know, they're nothing alike, I have to beg to differ. And people going like, hold on, Dana, what you mean? Here's why I say they are just alike. They are framed the same way. They are framed the same way. The only difference is, I heard Skylife say today she wondered if it's going to be a one-man RICO. Not in this case. Not in this case. One thing I'm going to tell y'all, the government will never repeat the same thing within 10 years of each other. The way they do it, they have to spread it out because they have to give you time to forget about and what happened to the first, and before they try it again on the next. What they did with Peebo, it was a 33-year gap. So when they say they really got people to talk, I wouldn't be surprised if Kalina was one of the witnesses. I'm going to take it deeper. I wouldn't be surprised if Kalina is a what is that I'm looking for? An undocumented co-conspirator. If you look at the way the cases are framed, they are framed the same. And the way New York does it, they only frame their cases this way. Now, Diddy about to find out who went and told on him. It's up to him to put it out there. I don't know if they're going to give him a gag order, but trust me, between today and tomorrow, his lawyer going to get a list of undocumented co-conspirators, of the conspirators, everything involved in that case. His lawyer going to get that either tonight or first thing in the morning. And it'll be up to Diddy to talk about it or not. But I guarantee you, it's record labels, record execs, artists, interns, people that you talk bad about. And I'm quite sure that and the government went and got Freddie P. And especially and when Freddie P just went on the internet and said he was about to kill himself. I mean, unalive himself. I'm sorry. And Freddie P got up there and said he's about to unalive himself. And because he can't get the pictures of what Diddy did to him out of his head. You know the government went and got him. Which means what? Diddy's project, Making the Band, the first edition, all of them gonna be pulled in. And when you get Diddy, Judah, you're jumping the gun. When you get Diddy, you get Clive. When you get Clive, you get Leor. When you get Leor, it goes down the pipe. Right now, Oprah Winfrey somewhere going crazy. And I know people going to say, what do Oprah got to do with this? It's all part of sex trafficking. All part of it. Mary J. quiet. I'm going to be honest with you. I would be shocked if you see Mary J. in public for the next 6 months. Too close. And from what I seen today, some of them kids got closure. So let's go to this video before we jump into all of this. Let's go to this video. Check it out.
Gotten our hands on this letter that was filed by the United States Attorney to the Honorable Judge Robin F. Tarnofsky, who is a United States magistrate judge, asking that Sean Combs's bail be denied. I want to talk about this right now with attorney Bradford Cohen, who's represented a number of high-profile individuals, and I'm also joined by the esteemed Chris Hansen. You can check him out on True Blue, host of Takedown, as well as Predators I've Caught, the podcast as well. Great to have you both here. Bradford, I'll start with you. So this is interesting. I'm reading this letter. I literally just got it. And it says that, I'm going to read you this opening paragraph. The government respectfully submits this letter in anticipation of the defendant's appearance before the court later today and in support of the government's request for the defendant's detention pending trial. As set forth below, there is no condition or combination of conditions that will reasonably assure the appearance of the defendant as required and the safety of others in the community, not to mention the integrity of the proceedings. As reflected by the gravity of the charges in the indictment, the defendant is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community. If released, he remains a serious risk of flight despite the conditions offered by his counsel. Most glaringly, the defendant also poses a significant risk of obstructing justice. Indeed, and as set forth below, during the course of the charged conduct, the defendant has attempted to bribe security staff and threaten and interfered with witnesses to the criminal conduct. He has already tried to obstruct the government's investigation of this case, repeatedly contacting victims and witnesses and feeding them false narratives of events as described in detail below.
Told you.
There are simply no conditions that would ensure that the defendant's effort to obstruct and tamper with witnesses will stop. The defendant, therefore, cannot overcome the statutory presumption in favor of detention. Now, one of the things they highlight later on, Bradford, is that he is facing charges, I was correct, a minimum of 15 years in prison to potentially life in prison. Your thoughts on the government's position here?
This is normally pretty common, and I called this a while ago that I don't think they would be agreeing to a bond. I knew that they wouldn't be agreeing to a bond because of the situation, even as it unfolded yesterday. When you have an individual that's arrested at his home or arrested wherever he is at night, and they want to hold him overnight until the next day for a hearing, generally speaking, you don't have an agreement for a bond. If you had an agreement for a bond, there's usually a surrender date. You have a quick hearing in front of a judge. There are things that take place that are very easy to do and easy to breeze through the system. And this isn't what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday was they picked him up, they held him overnight. I predicted that they were not going to agree to a bond. And I kind of knew the situation in terms of the danger to society, which is, I think, is going to be their biggest argument. The flight of risk is the risk of flight, is a little bit more difficult to argue. They're going to say he's got a lot of money, he has access to jets, but that's what they said originally when they raided his home. So he didn't go anywhere. He could have flown to Morocco. He could have flown to Vietnam, all those places that don't have extradition. He didn't attempt to. He didn't do those things. Those are going to be the arguments that his lawyer is going to make.
Before Contrape, I had tried a bunch of fad diets, little short-term things that never really seemed
about risk of flight. The more troublesome thing is whether or not he is a risk to society, danger to society, and whether or not his contact with these witnesses was ongoing obstruction thing. The judge could say, hey, if he was obstructing, why didn't you charge him with all these obstructing charges? If you thought that he was really obstructing these witnesses, it's a difficult argument to make, especially where the presumption falls on the defense to put forth why they feel he's not a danger to society. And if they do have evidence, which I think they do, I mean, this has been an ongoing investigation for the past 5 months with a grand jury meeting, a couple times a week. I think they're going to have, as they say in cards, I think they have the nuts. I think they're going to show exactly the individuals that they have that will testify that he attempted to give them money or he attempted to tell them, they were part of this ongoing criminal enterprise.
And by the way, obstruction does make its way into this indictment. He's not specifically charged with it, but it's part of like one of the underlying predicate crimes for racketeering. Look, I thought it was interesting. He showed up in New York in anticipation of these charges. My thought is he probably did that to say, I'm not a flight risk. I never ran during the course of this. I came here voluntarily. But the idea that you're learning from this document, the allegations that he might have been trying to influence witnesses is particularly problematic. Okay, so now, Chris, I want to go to you. What an indictment, okay? 14 pages. It's kind of what we expected.
So now we're going
back
to what they
for a
have.
press conference right now to learn a little bit more from the indictment. It seems the team is assembling. Damian Williams from the Southern District of New York will be speaking. As soon as that starts, we'll go live. Going back to this document, though, it says, setting aside devices seized in connection with the defendant's arrest, the government has obtained over 90 cell phones, laptops, cloud storage accounts, as well as over 30 other electronic and storage devices such as hard drives, thumb drives, cameras, a surveillance system.
They ain't have all that on R. Kelly.
Comes from the defendant himself, as well as co-conspirators, victims, witnesses, and chronicles much of the defendant's criminal activity as it occurs. Just making sure that he is not speaking. I think they just wanted to check
I am announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media.
So that's the live briefing. I'm ready to jump into it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to jump into this thing. Gemini, I see what you're saying. So after I read this, Gemini, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I'm gonna open up the live. Y'all can jump up here and we can talk about it and we can break it down. So United States District Court, Southern District of New York, the sealed indictment against Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love. Count 1, racketeering conspiracy. The grand jury charges. Overview. For decades, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love. The defendant abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led to control, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, robbery, and obstruction of justice. I'm going to pause there for a second. I want to see if Diddy's forced labor is different from R. Kelly's forced labor. I want to see if Diddy's sex trafficking is different from the Mann Act and R. Kelly's sex trafficking. I want to see if Diddy's kidnapping is different from R. Kelly's kidnapping. Obstruction of justice. I want to see if Diddy's obstruction of justice is different from R. Kelly's obstruction of justice. Number 2, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy. Y'all know his headlines. The defendant operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States-based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Entertainment, and Combs Global, collectively the Combs business. Corporate entities in the Combs business included, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs and all of his titles, the defendant engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. At times, Combs and others acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Stop for a second. We do know that one of the men was a Earn Hall. Let's see how this is about to go. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. I'm going to stop there for a second. Y'all remember when I read Cassie's indictment and I said Diddy was stupid for jumping out there right away and settling? This is why I said it, because when he did that, that showed that he was guilty. That was the nail in his coffin. Hey, Sharice. G Joy in the house. Physical abuse by Sean Combs. The defendant was recurrent and widely known. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years, Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at and kicking them. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. Time out. We ain't see R. Kelly kick, punching, dragging nobody on video. We ain't see R. Kelly throwing no vases or nothing at nobody. So why would you give Rob the same charges as you giving Sean Combs? That would be my question to the government. Sean Combs and all of his titles. The defendant used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. Those employees, including staff security, house staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors and other close associates, acted as Combs intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs businesses. Next up, the Combs enterprise, but I'm gonna look at y'all comments real quick. Galatians said, I'm sorry, but I don't feel sorry for Cassie. If she was a victim, she would have left. She stayed for the money. Okay. What up, Lex? The ladies of Total, Pam, Kima, Keisha, where are y'all? Judah, stupid. G-Joy, the Dream Team, Hey Love, hey. Exactly. Why they showing all his evidence against him, but didn't show stuff to the public about R. Kelly except the same tape he was acquitted for? Things that make you go, G-Joy. The Combs enterprise from at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, and others known and unknown. What did I tell y'all? Everything I've been saying to y'all is being said right here. The defendant and others known and unknown were members and associates of a criminal organization, the Combs Enterprise, or the Enterprise. Here we go. Members and associates of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, robbery, and obstruction of justice. Hold on. I heard people saying, I wonder if this is going to be a one-man RICO. I'm going to tell you no. And the reason why I say no is for one title. Combs Enterprise. When you see a title like that, that means it's people around him and close to him that's talking and willing to testify. And they willing to testify what they done. The enterprise is just people that they grabbed that was close to him, and they trying to see how far they would tell of what happened. So an enterprise is what they labeled with R. Kelly. The Combs enterprise is his personal enterprise. The Combs enterprise, including its leadership, its members, and its associates, good God Almighty, constituted an enterprise as defined by Title 18 United States Code Section 1961-4. That is, a group of individuals associated in fact, although not a legal entity. The Combs enterprise consisted of Sean Combs, the defendant, entities within the Combs businesses, including but not limited to Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, and Combs Global. Golly, you don't know how many people that could be. Individuals employed by and associated with the Combs businesses, and others known and unknown. R. Kelly had 50 people in New York, right? I'm going to tell you right now, Diddy can possibly have 200 people testify against him in New York. Diddy can possibly have 200 people because with all of the, listen, Bad Boy Entertainment, I'm going to be honest with you. If you count all the workers that came through Bad Boy, that's close to like 1,000 people. So just look at 1,000 plus all these other businesses. Wow. The Combs enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of the Combs enterprise. The Combs enterprise was engaged in, and its activities affected interstate and foreign commerce. Oh, God. The Combs enterprise operated in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. I'm not going to touch on the foreign commerce because people act like they don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about that. At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, was the leader of the Combs enterprise. You can't deny that. Sean Combs, the defendant, and others known and unknown participated in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of the Combs enterprise affairs. These individuals included certain Combs businesses employees, such as members of Combs security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, as well as other close associates of Combs. They all snitch. They all told. Purposes of the Combs enterprise. The purposes of the Combs enterprise including the following: operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels and recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. Preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power, reputation, and brand of who? Sean Combs. The defendant as a musician, entrepreneur, and figure in the entertainment industry. Enriching members and associates of the enterprise, including its leader, Combs, and in particular, those who demonstrated loyalty to Combs and willingness to conceal his crimes. Preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of the Combs enterprise, including the power of its leader, Combs through violence, use of firearms, threats of violence, coercion, and verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. Fulfilling the personal desires of Combs, particularly those related to Combs' sexual gratification, including through the exploitation of women and the use of commercial sex workers, enabling Combs and other members of and associates of the Combs enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics distribution, and other crimes, and concealing the commission of such acts, securing absolute loyalty from members of the Combs enterprise, including through acts of violence and threats, and protecting the Combs enterprise and its members and associates, including Combs, from detection and prosecution by law enforcement authorities through acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and threats of retaliation against individuals who's witnessed the crimes committed by members and associates of the enterprise. Oh my God, this is crazy. Means and methods of the enterprise. Among the means and methods by which Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka Brother Love, the defendant, and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise conducted and participated in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise, including the following. Ooh. Combs and other members. Hold on. Let me see what John's in the chat. Hold on. Diddy is, of course, connected to Bad Boy and back during his Uptown record days. Diddy is the owner of Bad Boy, bro. Right, at Feeling Fine. I trust no conviction where their so-called victims receive immunity. That's some BS, for real. And it's suspect to me. So, Dana, they can call Gina Thompson and Shari Dennis, right? Exactly. G-Joy, right. And we will see. Feeling Fine said, called commercial sex workers, huh? Ooh. Well, we do know Aaron Hall came out and said that he was a commercial sex worker. He was one of the ones that Diddy called him to have sex with his girls because his Johnson was kind of huge. Yo, y'all hit that like button, man. I need all 57 people to hit the like button. Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. Stop. Now you see why I said they framed Diddy's case the same way they did Rob's, which shows you that Rob was supposed to be the sacrificial lamb for Sean Combs. But what they didn't intend for is when you play with God's children, God got a way of exposing the head of the table. So after freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically receive IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees, facilitated the freak-offs by, among other things, booking hotel rooms for the real freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with the required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting, cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage, arranging for travel for victims, commercial sex workers, and Combs to and from freak-offs, resupplying Combs with requested supplies, delivering large sums of cash to Combs to pay the commercial sex workers, and scheduling the delivery of IV fluids. In or about March 2024, doing searches of Combs' residences in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Combs subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in freak-offs. Combs maintained control over his victims through, among other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coercive means, including tracking their whereabouts, dictating the victims' appearance, monitoring their medical records, controlling their housing, and supplying them with controlled substances. Doing and separate from freak-offs, Combs, among other things, hit, kick, threw objects at, and dragged victims at times by their hair. These assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Combs also threatened victims' careers and livelihoods, including if they resisted participating in freak-offs. Victims believed they could not refuse Combs' demands without risking their financial or job security, or without repercussions in the form of physical or emotional abuse. Combs also used sensitive, embarrassing, and incriminating recordings that he made during freak-offs as collateral to ensure the continued obedience and silence of the victims. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including Combs security personnel, at times carried firearms. On more than one occasion, Combs himself carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten others, including victims of and witnesses to his abuse. In or about March the 24th, during searches of Combs' residences in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, the law enforcement seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers. Oh, he going to jail. It's over. It's over, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, as well as a drum magazine. That is illegal in California. It's over. I don't know what to say, but it's over for you, buddy. Wow. That's all I can say. The face, all 3 of them with the face serial numbers, that's 35 years apiece. A semi-automatic assault weapon with the face serial numbers. Oh man. Diddy, why did you go that far, bro? Like, what's wrong? God. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise enabled Combs' control over victims by following his directions regarding financial payments to victims, advancing or suppressing the victim's career opportunities, and acquiring the controlled substances Combs used to keep the victims compliant. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise at times witnessed Combs' violence towards the victims or the victims' injuries caused by Combs without intervening. Instead, members and associates of the Combs enterprise helped conceal the violence and abuse by, among other things, assisting Combs in monitoring and preventing victims from leaving locations such as hotels or Combs residences. These occasions included instances in which a victim was required to remain in hiding, sometimes for several days at a time, to recover from injuries Combs inflicted. Without being publicly observed, members and associates of the Combs enterprise also assisted Combs in locating and contacting victims who attempted to flee his abuse. When employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others threatened Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise engage in acts of violence, threats of financial and reputational harm, and verbal abuse. These acts of violence including kidnapping and arson. Oh, hold on. That arson part, what is the dude? Do y'all know the guy that was messing with Cassie, but that Diddy blew up his car? If y'all know his name, put it in the chat. Dana, some lawyer claimed that he may just get 10 years. Man, if he get 10 years, that's a slap on the wrist. It's 35 years for a defaced weapon. It's 10 years for a drum. It's 3 years for every bullet in that drum. And he had 3 defaced gun AR-15s with 3 drums on them. You said Kid Cudi? Okay. Yeah, so they are telling you who's going to be testifying without saying their name. Man, ain't nothing going concurrently. They are not going to give him concurrently. If they was going to give him concurrently, but they would have gave him a bond. On top of that, ain't nobody out there saying free Diddy. You don't see no rallies going on. But watch this. As quiet as it's kept, as long as they keep this quiet, anything can be worked out with the feds. In addition, on multiple occasions, Combs threw both objects at people and people. Combs threw both objects and people. Wow, so he was throwing people around, as well as hit, dragged, choked, and shoved others. See, they also told you they following the R. Kelly blueprint. That part right there, Prima. I've been telling the folks this, but nobody would want to listen. When Combs' authority and reputation was threatened by the possibility of negative publicity or legal or law enforcement action against him, including in or about late 2023, following public allegations of Combs' crimes, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise pressured witnesses and victims, including through attempted robbery, to stay silent and not report what they experienced or knew to law enforcement. On phone calls, Combs and other members and associates of the enterprise, among other things, provided these victims and witnesses with a false narrative of events in an effort to conceal Combs' crimes. Where have y'all heard that at before? Where have y'all heard that at before? Provided witnesses with a false narrative. Now, I believe Diddy did it. I don't believe R. Kelly did it. Combs caused these calls to be recorded on at least 2 occasions. What did I tell you? His phone got tapped and Kalina's phone got tapped. Everybody he called, the person that pick up, their phone is being tapped as well. I told y'all. A racketeering conspiracy. Uh-oh. Here we go. From at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs. Y'all know all his aliases, the defendant, others known and unknown, being persons employed by and associated with the Combs enterprise, described in paragraphs 6 through 12 of this indictment. An enterprise engaged in and the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce. Once again, you see foreign commerce. What is foreign commerce? I'll break that down to you at another time. Knowingly combined, conspired, confederated, and agreed together and with each other to violate the racketeering laws of the United States. Stop. You didn't have this in R. Kelly's paperwork. The government couldn't prove that on R. Kelly. But if they putting this here, they proving this on Diddy. And with each other to violate the racketeering laws of the United States, to wit, Title 18, United States Code, Section 1962C, that is, to conduct and participate directly and indirectly with the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. As that term is defined in Title 18, United States Code Sections 1961-1 and 1961-5. Consisting of A, multiple acts involving kidnapping, chargeable under the following provisions of state law: California Penal Code 207, kidnapping; California Penal Code 21A 664, attempt; California Penal Code 31, aiding and abetting; and California Penal Code 182, conspiracy. Multiple acts involving arson, chargeable under the following provisions of state law: California Penal Code 451, arson; California Penal Code 21A 664, attempt; California Penal Code 31, aiding and abetting; and California Penal Code 182, conspiracy. Multiple acts involving robbery, chargeable under the following provisions of state law: California Penal Code 137A, robbery of a witness; California Penal Code 21A 664, attempt; California Penal Code 31, aiding and abetting; and California Penal Code 182, conspiracy. D, multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code, Section 1512, relating to tampering with a witness, victim, or an informant. Oh boy, he had informants around him and he didn't know it. Ooh. Multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code, Sections 1589 and 2, relating to forced labor. Multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code, Sections 1591 and 2, relating to sex trafficking. Multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code, Sections 2421, 2422, and 2, relating to transportation and inducement to travel for purposes of prostitution and other illegal sexual activities. Stop. Y'all saying for Diddy, multiple acts indictable under Title 18. But y'all gave R. Kelly the Mann Act with the same codes and sections. Oh. So one or two things going to happen. They trying to get, or Diddy lawyer is going to try to get these multiple acts indictable broken down, or a superseding indictment might be as soon as next week. Because when they break it down like this, they got more stuff that they can charge him with. I think they just push this out there to hold him, and so that way he won't run. Because stuff was starting to leak out that, yeah, he might be going to jail. So before he ran, but they rushed and gave him a 3-count indictment that's going to hold him. H, multiple offenses involving the possession with intent to distribute or distribution of narcotics and controlled substances, including cocaine, oxycodone. What the hell? Alprazolam, 3 and 4 methanol. That's meth. Methylene diaxamethamphetamine. 4-bromo. Oh, heck no. 4-bromo is fentanyl. 5-dimetoxyphelamine, gamma hydroxybutyric acid, and ketamine. Oh boy. In violation of Title 21, United States Code sections 841A, 1B, 1C, B1, E, B2, and 846, distribution and possession with intent to distribute and conspiracy to do the same. And Title 18, United States Code section 2, aiding and abetting and willfully causing. This is sick, man. It was a part of the conspiracy that Sean Combs, the defendant, agreed that a conspirator would commit at least 2 acts of racketeering activity in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise. Notice of special sentencing factor. Ooh, I want to read this. From at least in or about 2009 up to and including in or about 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, as part of his agreement to conduct and participate in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. Stop. This right here lets you know that the feds sent a mole into Diddy's operation. The question is, who was the mole? The question is, who's the mole? So then it says Sean Combs, with all of his aliases, the defendant agreed to, in and affected interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruit, entice, harbor, transport, provide, obtain, advertise, maintain, patronize, and solicit by any means a person, knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion, as described in Title 18, United States Code section 1591 E and 2, and any combination of such means would be used to cause the person to engage in a commercial sex act in violation of Title 18, United States Code section 1591 A1 and B1. Title 18, United States Code section 1962D. With that being said, right, I'm going to ask this question. Do y'all believe that Lord Rod is the mole? And I'm asking that for a reason. Do y'all believe that Lord Rod was the mole? Gemini said, and the Fed said when they arrest Diddy, they found a pink powder substance. Yeah. What's hot in New York, this new product called pink cocaine, except it's not cocaine, it's fentanyl. Right. I truly believe they already knew all of this even before the R. Kelly case. The big whiz in the industry put the gov up to using what Diddy was doing against R. Kelly, all because he wanted his masters. This is all just weird as fuck. Xanax and perks. G-Joy, right. Okay. Yep. Guns and drugs definitely going to harm Diddy trying to be released on bond. And Toy said Diddy about to sing like canary. Diddy was a part of a cartel. That's why he can't talk. Damn, Diddy. Damn, shaking my head. Diddy will do what Epstein did, disappear. Lord Rod, could be. Okay. How can they compare Diddy to Kelly? GTFOH. Where's Lord Kim? I'm asking this question. And the reason why I asked you, could the mole and be Lord Rod? Pay attention to this last sentence. The defendant agreed to, which is Diddy, in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruit, entice, harbor, transport, provide, obtain, advertise, maintain, patronize, and solicit by any means a person, knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion, as described in Title 18 United States Code, Section 1591E and 2. But I'm going to stop here for a second. Nope. But I'm going to keep going. Then I'm going to come back to this. And any combination of such means will be used to cause a person to engage in a commercial sex act. Who said that they refuse to take any drugs to get into a commercial sex act? It was Lil Rod. That's why I say you have to read these people paperwork, because when the ultimate paperwork drop and we get to talking, nobody will be lost. But now I'm going to go back to fraud. They found out that Diddy didn't have as much money as he was claiming. And today they proved it. Because today his net worth dropped $1.7 billion. How do that happen in one day? How did that happen in one day? So Carisha doesn't have anything to do with any of this. Oh yeah, she got something to do with it. She might tell you she not worried, but she worried because Diddy gonna tell on everybody. He don't care no more. He can never make another album. He can never use nobody's studio. He would never be able to be one-on-one with anybody. Everything that Diddy know is over. So why not tell? What y'all gonna do? Knock him off in jail? And he don't have the money, but he don't have the funding, but that Epstein have. So as far as that often, I was saying that earlier too. I said, man, maybe he gonna off himself and go to a remote island. He don't have that funding no more. Judah said, because the white man, I wish y'all stop with this white man stuff, man. Y'all gotta stop that. The white man. There's no such thing of a white man. Count 2, sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion. Victim number 1. Now, this should be interesting. I wonder who victim number 1 is. The grand jury further charges from at least in or about 2009 up to and including in or about 2018, in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, the defendant, in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, obtained, advertised, maintained, patronized, and solicited by any means of a person. And what charges this again? Sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion. Well, R. Kelly didn't do none of this. So how did he get sex trafficking? The same charge. But I wonder, how did R. Kelly get the same charge, but didn't do none of this? And none of this was in his paperwork. They just put entice, coerce, and something else. But they ain't put no recruited. They ain't put no harbored. They ain't put no provided, obtained, advertised, maintained, patronize. Man, they going in. Knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion. As described in Title 18, United States Code, Section 1591E and 2. And any combination of such means would be used to cause the person to engage in a commercial sex act and attempted, aided and abetted, and willfully caused the same, to wit, Combs recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, and maintained a person, victim number one, and attempted, aided and abetted, and willfully caused victim number one to engage in commercial sex acts, knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that victim number one was engaging in commercial sex acts as a result of force, fraud, and coercion. That sound like Cassie. Count 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Title 18, United States Code, sections 1591 A1, B1, 1594 A and 2. Count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution. The grand jury further charges from at least in or about 2009 up to and including in or about 2024. Who could that be? In the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. The defendant, Sean Combs, knowingly transported an individual and interstate and foreign commerce with intent that the individual engaged in prostitution and attempted, aided and abetted, and willfully caused the same, to wit, Combs transported, aided and abetted, and willfully caused the transportation of female victims and commercial sex workers and interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions with the intent that they engage in prostitution. Title 18, United States Code, sections 24, 21, A and 2. Forfeiture allegations. As a result of committing the offense alleged in count 1 of this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, shall forfeit to the United States, pursuant to Title 18, United States Code, Section 1963, and any and all interests the defendant acquired or maintained in violation of Title 18, United States Code, Section 1962, any and all interests in, securities of, claims against, and property of, contractual rights of any kind, affording a source of influence over the enterprise named and described herein, which the defendant established, operated, controlled, conducted, and participated in the conduct of in violation of Title 18, United States Code, Section 1962, and any and all property constituting and derived from proceeds obtained directly and indirectly said offense, including but not limited to a sum of money in the United States currency representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. Oh my God. That means everything that he ever owned is gone. That means his kids is going to be homeless if they didn't save up their funds in their own account. But if it came from any of his businesses, they're taking it. As a result of committing the offense alleged in count 2 of this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, shall forfeit to the United States pursuant to Title 18, United States Code Section 1594, any and all property, real and personal, involved in, used, or intended to be used to commit or to facilitate the commission of said offense, I told you, and any and all property traceable to such property. Any and all property, real and personal, constituting or derived from proceeds obtained directly or indirectly as a result of said offense, including but not limited to a sum of money in the United States currency representing the amount of property involved in said offense and proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. As a result of committing the offense alleged in count 3 of this indictment, Sean Combs, aka the defendant, shall forfeit to the United States pursuant to Title 18, United States Code, Section 2428, any and all property, real and personal, constituting or derived from the proceeds obtained directly or indirectly as a result of said offense, and any and all property, real and personal, that was used or intended to be used to commit or facilitate the commission of said offense, and 2, Title 18, United States Code, Section 981A1C, and Title 28, United States Code, Section 2461, any and all property, real and personal, that constitutes or is derived from proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense, including but not limited to a sum of money in the United States currency representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. Substitute assets provision. Excuse me. If any of the above described forfeitable property as a result of any act or omission of the defendant cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third person, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, has been substantially diminished in value, or has been commingled with other property which cannot be subdivided without difficulty, it is the intent of the United States, pursuant to Title 18, United States Code, Section 1963M, Title 21, United States Code, Section 853P, and Title 28, United States Code, Section 2461C, to seek forfeiture of any other property of the defendant up to the value of the above forfeitable property. Title 18, United States Code, Section 981, Title 18, United States Code, Section 1594, Title 18, United States Code, Section 1963, Title 18, United States Code, Section 2428, Title 21, United States Code, Section 853, Title 28, United States Code, Section 2461. 4-person was blanked out. Damian Williams, United States Attorney. You know what this means? That means, plain and simple, they just bankrupt him. So that way he can't fight them at all. There is no fighting them now. He's done. The twins are with Kamorley. That's who the twins live with. Gemini, he's only doing what's been taught and what he sees because he thought his pappy was untouchable at the time he was going to follow in his footsteps. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Prima donna judge told Diddy, nah, take that. You're going to stay at Brooklyn MDC for a while. Some of those men are innocent and were drugged by industry bigwig. We ain't doing that, G-Joy. Nope. Because you know right from wrong. You know right from wrong. It's a difference. And we know Rob was set up, but we know Diddy did his stuff. No, we ain't making no excuses. If you wrong, you wrong. But you know what? But the industry is a bit, well. I'm gonna leave that there. But the industry is a bad place. I ain't gonna lie. And Diddy is one of those who drug men and women and video the drug field. Yeah. So let's take a look at this right here.
We're gonna have to go wide angle in here. Oh, no.
I think we don't have a choice. I think we're going wide angle no matter what.
No, we can hang back.
Well, I mean, I'm already getting lost out. Jesus.
Guys.
I'm gonna talk about that toy as soon as we finish watching this. I won't go nowhere. 500 pearls.
This is the guys that lag behind first.
So this was the first step. We have a bail appeal scheduled for tomorrow at 3:30 in front of Judge Carter, the district judge assigned to this case. I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think it came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And we're going to fight this case with everything we have, as is he. And eventually he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again, and we'll fight every day until we don't have to fight anymore.
Why did the arrest happen last night instead of today as planned?
I don't know. The question is, why did it happen last night instead of today? I don't know the answer to that question.
Are you going to be
I just want to make one point very clear. We have no power. All we can do is show good faith. He got on a plane and he came here. And if he stayed here for one day before the case started, or for 1 year before the case started, he was going to stay as long as he needed to stay. It ends up being only 12 days. That's fine. That's what the government wanted to do. The government didn't want him to turn himself in. He came here to turn himself in. Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in. But we're going to make all these points again tomorrow, and we'll make it as much as we can until we get him out.
Will you appeal the bail?
So that's all I have.
How is he feeling? Will you appeal the bail?
Yeah, tomorrow. Wait, what was it?
Diddy lawyer
came
just
to
dropped.
New York to establish. He came to New York.
Diddy lawyer just dropped the gem. And now it makes sense about something that I was saying the whole time. Listen to this.
He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And we're going to fight this case with everything we have, as is he. And eventually he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again, and we'll fight every day until we don't have to fight anymore.
Why did the arrest happen last night instead of today as planned?
I don't know. The question is, why did it happen last night instead of today? I don't know the answer to that question.
Are you going to be
I just want to make one point very clear. We have no power. All we can do is show good faith. He got on a plane and he came here. And if he stayed here for one day before the case started, or for 1 year before the case started, he was going to stay as long as he needed to stay. It ends up being only 12 days. That's fine. That's what the government wanted to do. The government didn't want him to turn himself in. He came here to turn himself in. Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in. But we're going to make all these points again tomorrow, and we'll make it as much as we can until we get him out.
Will you appeal the bail?
So that's all I have.
How is he feeling? Will you appeal the bail?
Yeah, tomorrow. Wait, what was the question?
Will you appeal the no bail?
We're
Will you
appealing.
appeal the no bail?
Yeah, we're no bail. No bail.
Where are you appealing?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're appealing the decision to hold him without bail.
What is the next court appearance?
Tomorrow at 3:30.
Tell her what.
3:30, same place. Bail appeal. Bail appeal tomorrow at 3:30, same court, different judge. He's doing fine. He's a fighter. He's a fighter, and he's going to fight this. All right, I'm going to go.
Where is he being held?
I don't get into that stuff.
Okay.
Give him some space.
Where's the support?
Guys, you gotta move it. You gotta move it. Use your legs.
Where's your support for your father? Were you expecting him to be released today, or are you surprised? Wall. Sorry.
Guys. Move back.
Why are you
Careful, guys, easy, guys. Get around. Oh, now we're back.
How can you support your father?
Did you witness anything?
How do you support him moving forward?
You are an issue.
Careful, pedestrians, careful.
Keep it strong. Not now. Yes. Does the attorney have anything to say? How are you feeling, sir?
Watch your baby.
Anything you'd like to share? Any comment? How important was it for you and your brothers and your cousins to be here today?
But you guys park. You just better park.
Okay. I see you.
All right, there you go. There you go. All right. Okay. Good job, bro. Good job.
So pretty much you seen everybody except for the twins. You just seen the boys. So they took all the son's passports. Yeah, and a 1-year-old. From what I was told, Toy, the twins' passports, they still have theirs. That's from what I was told. Clive gave him $30 million of TLC money. They was old. Ooh. But let me go back up because I want to jump into something that somebody said. Hold on. See if I can find it. What was that? Them private strip pole. Hold on. I'm gonna jump in that. If I can't find it, Big Mob 05 said it. Hold on. I think it's up a little more. Let me see. The government needs to pay out his artists royalties and publish them to them. Not if they're under the influence of drugs. Then okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about him being innocent. But some of the dudes that he drugged were attacked too. I could have sworn make victims came forward. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say there. Then Prima Donna said, nah, if you've been slipped a date rape pill, you ain't gonna be in your right mind, not remember what somebody recorded. That's true. I'm trying to figure out what G-Joy was saying. Not if they are under the Okay, yeah, you're right, G-Joy. Did male victims come forward or not? Yeah, they did. When they cease all his assets, they would drop Diddy immediately. Facts. He better Lord Jesus Christ. He better turn over all them secret tapes. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Prima said, oh, I'm sorry, Gemini said, I can't wait for you to break this all down, especially since people and some outlets making Kel's comparisons. That's right, no power. He ain't afraid because all them secret tapes are the judges, prosecutors, DRs more than what Epstein had. That's deep. 10-year civil case and it turned into a criminal case. Mr. Kelly was willing to turn himself in STI down with the prosecutors before the media started with their BS. That's the whole thing. And the government didn't want him to turn himself in. And that's the part that I was talking about. Because Kells would have turned himself in, but then if he would have turned himself in, they wouldn't have been able to say no bail. So they had to go the way they did it so that way they can give him a no bail. Agreed to it. I bet you he has ministers, government officials, cops, and D all in those videos. I bet you so too. Toy said, and DH, y'all see who was at them private strip parties on the Players Club. It's not just a movie, it's reality. Facts. Yeah. Somebody said TD Jake's running scared. He knows he's finna go down. Man, Jake's crazy. Cassie could be the mole. But he says a male. Galatians, you know he is with his nasty hypocritical self. They gonna kill themselves trying to get a statement and photos. Yeah. TD Jake's really about to be swallowed up. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy. G-Joy, yes. Where who at? Oh my God. Bet she hiding behind a tree somewhere, ready to get in on the Diddy action. Wait, is this Quincy? Yep, that was Quincy. That's why I said what I said. I believe Quincy was just there for closure. Honestly. I think Quincy was there for closure. And is Wolf's son named Christian? Is Wolf's son named Christian? TD Jakes added, have you ever been swallowed up? Y'all wow. Y'all crazy. So they took all the son's passports. Oh, we talked about that. Are the sons still in jail or did they make bond? And the sons was never in jail. I'm sure they would not go down with him. They would tell everything. No, Justin the one that'll go down with him. Because Justin ain't gonna say nothing. Left Eye had 2 lawsuits against Puff before she died. Did she die? Or was she unalive? Dana, play that TD Jakes saying that you don't have to show the video, just play the record. Toy gonna have him strike my channel. Hold on. TD Jakes, what is it? TD Jakes, hold on. TD Jakes. Swallowed. Oh Lord, it came right up. They are messy. Ooh, hold on. Toy, tell me. I just thought that y'all was making this up. Oh my God, this is real. Hold on, this is really real.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
What?
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
Hold on, yo. I know I hear. Oh Lord, here we go.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you... I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you... I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
No, I haven't heard that yet. G Joy. I haven't heard that. Oh yeah. They already said there's more charges coming. But wait a minute. He said, "Have you ever been swallowed up?" What? Swallowed up by who? Wendy Williams might be in the courtroom. Oh Jesus. He said Wendy Williams. Quincy is where I'll be sure his dad. Yeah. Dana laugh is everything. Listen, I never heard that before. I never heard it should be swallowed up. Like what? I listen. I felt like Lord John over here. What? Yeah. Like what in the world? He wearing the hell out that purple dress robe. Oh boy. I done spit my drink out. Right. Dana, stop. You gotta hit the whole thing. No, that's enough for me. I'm good. I'm good. Is he doing
See, the devil busy. See, the devil won't act stupid. But he got time.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, yo. He holla. I swear I'm gonna turn that into a soundbite. Yo, oh boy, you just wait. You just wait. You just wait. Oh Jesus. Hold on. Wait a minute. And you just say he getting swallowed by the whale, huh? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if he talk about getting swallowed by the whale. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. Whoo boy. Let's see. Let's see if Lord Zesty talking about getting swallowed by the whale. Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you? I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you? I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you?
Oh my God! Hold on! Wait!
Hi, my name is Brian Will, and I'm glad.
Wait.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in Manhattan after a grand jury indicted him. Multiple sources are telling ABC News. We're told that federal agents with Homeland Security took him into custody. The singer and producer has been facing scrutiny since his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, accused him of sex trafficking and years of abuse in a 2023 lawsuit. Most recently, he was accused of years of psychological and physical abuse in a lawsuit filed in a 2023 lawsuit. Most recently, he was accused of years of psychological and physical abuse in a lawsuit filed by singer Don Richard just last week. Abuse in a lawsuit filed. Federal agents with Homeland Security took him into custody. The singer and producer has been facing scrutiny since his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, accused him of sex trafficking and years of abuse in a 2023 lawsuit. Most recently, he was accused of years of psychological and physical abuse in a lawsuit filed by singer Don Richard just last week. Diddy's lawyer released a statement saying, in part, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. He is an imperfect person, but not a criminal. He looks forward to clearing his name in court." As for the pending lawsuits, Diddy has denied wrongdoing, and his legal team has said they plan to fight them in court.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow,
What?
Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too.
On scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first.
Bow Wow.
Team has said they plan to fight them in court.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too.
On of this.
I love Diddy, man.
Oh, you ain't gonna say it.
It ain't even got nothing to do with that. Everybody know I got respect for Diddy. I love Diddy.
I need to know, do you think that Diddy importer?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because of all the videotapes, because of the book, because of all the people she gave copies of her book to, or at least chapters, because of everything that she had on him, because of the tape that she used to blackmail him into a relationship and into a raise of him being sodomized by Andre Harrell. And I am not saying that allegedly, because I heard her and Kim Muir talking about it in the booth of the bathroom while snorting cocaine at the Kit Kat Club.
You ever heard of Panda? Like I was telling you, Panda. So you got Panda Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, it's so what it is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum. And if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said it was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, that they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. Then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was survivors and the late of Uptown Records. They were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning. Come on. Just Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died it was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia.
Sean Diddy Combs, the famous rapper and music producer, has been arrested in New York after facing multiple lawsuits that accuse him of misconduct. Homeland Security had recently raided several of his homes as part of the investigation. The specific charges against him have not yet been revealed. The hip-hop icon was taken into custody following an indictment by a federal grand jury, but the details of the indictment remain sealed for now. Manhattan U.S. Attorney Damian Williams confirmed the arrest, explaining that more information would be released soon. "We expect to unseal the indictment in the morning and will have more to say at that time," Williams said. Combs was reportedly arrested in the lobby of a Manhattan hotel, according to a source close to the situation. The source, speaking anonymously, shared that federal agents were involved in the arrest, but did not disclose further details. This arrest follows a string of legal troubles for Combs, whose reputation has been under heavy scrutiny due to the growing number of allegations. As the case progresses, more information is expected to surface, shedding light on the charges he faces. Combs was taken into custody in the lobby of a Manhattan hotel, according to a source with knowledge of the arrest. This individual, who spoke on condition of anonymity due to not being authorized to discuss the matter publicly, confirmed the location but withheld further details. This arrest is just the latest development in a series of serious legal troubles for Sean Diddy Combs. Multiple lawsuits have been filed against him, accusing the music mogul of and physical AB. These allegations have added considerable pressure to his public and personal life. Mark Agnifilo, Combs' attorney, has stated that his client has been fully cooperating with the investigation. In fact, Combs had already relocated to New York, anticipating the possibility of charges being filed. Agnifilo expressed disappointment over the arrest, stating, "We are disappointed with the decision, but Diddy is not a criminal. He may not be perfect, but the accusations do not align with who he truly is." As the legal process continues, more clarity is expected regarding the charges and what this means for Combs' future. The criminal charges against Sean Diddy Combs in New York are seen as a continuation of events following the March 25th raid by Homeland Security agents on his homes in Los Angeles and Miami. These raids, tied to a ST investigation, marked a significant escalation in the legal issues surrounding the music mogul. Anthony Dyer, one of Combs' attorneys, sharply criticized the operation, calling it a gross use of military-level force, as agents executed search warrants on Combs' properties. The first public accusations against Combs surfaced last November when his former girlfriend, R&B singer Cassie, came forward with disturbing claims. She alleged years of AB during their relationship, including beatings and being coerced into having with other men. She also accused Combs of her during the time she was signed to his label from 2005 to 2007. In addition, Cassie's allegations included claims that Combs forced her to assist in male workers, whom he made her engage with while he filmed. These shocking accusations have become a focal point of the investigation into Combs' alleged criminal behavior. Though the lawsuit was settled the day after it was filed, the consequences for Sean Diddy Combs have continued to unfold. He began to lose support from key allies and those reserving judgment when, in May, CNN aired a leaked video showing him physically confronting Cassie. The footage showed Combs involved in a violent altercation in a hotel hallway. In response, Combs publicly addressed the incident, releasing a video statement. "I was disgusted when I did it," he admitted, "and I'm disgusted now." This case was just the start of a series of lawsuits against Combs.
Did he need to be
In
charged?
February, a music producer claimed Combs pressured him to solicit others for inappropriate activities and coerced him into uncomfortable situations. Another serious accusation came from a woman who alleged an incident occurred with Combs 2 decades ago when she was 17 years old. These additional claims have intensified the controversy surrounding the music producer, adding to his ongoing legal issues. Another woman, April Lampros, filed a lawsuit claiming that she was a college student in 1994 when she met Combs. According to her, a series of troubling encounters with Combs and those in his circle took place over the course of several years. Combs and his legal team have denied the majority of the allegations brought forward in the various lawsuits. Sean John Combs, known professionally as Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or simply Diddy, is a renowned American rapper, producer, record.
Here's how these high-tech shoes are helping to relieve lower back pain, knee pain, and even improve your posture.
Executive and entrepreneur. He founded Bad Boy Records in 1993 and quickly became one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry. Combs is credited with discovering and shaping the careers of major artists like Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, and Usher. During the 1990s, then known as Puff Daddy, Sean Combs was at the heart of the infamous East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry. He was both a partner and producer for the notorious B.I.G., who tragically lost his life in a 1997 shooting. Beyond his music career, Combs has found success in multiple industries, including fashion, fragrance, and media. Since 2007, he has served as the brand ambassador for Ciroc Vodka, and in 2013, he co-founded the television network and news platform Revolt. In 2022, Forbes estimated his net worth to be around $1.922 billion, highlighting his immense success as a business mogul. Combs has faced legal issues in the past, including multiple arrests. Decades ago, he was at the center of one of the most high-profile trials in the hip-hop industry, further adding to his complex public image. The high-profile trial involving Sean Diddy Combs originated from a 1999 nightclub shooting in Manhattan that left 3 people injured. His then-girlfriend, singer and actor Jennifer Lopez, was also present when the shooting occurred. Combs was eventually acquitted of charges that he had brought an illegal firearm into the club and attempted to bribe his driver to take responsibility for the weapon. His protege at the time, rapper Shyne, was convicted of assault and other charges related to the incident and served approximately 8 years in prison. Shyne, now known as Moses Barrow, has since turned his life around and currently serves as a member of the House of Representatives in his home country of Belize. In the same year, Combs faced another legal issue when he was arrested for allegedly assaulting a record executive in New York. He ultimately pleaded guilty to bad behavior, a minor violation, and was ordered to attend anger management classes.
Well, my God. There you have it. So if you missed earlier, I'm going to give you a recap. You can check this out.
Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. Alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways. Including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse. The indictment also alleged other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson.
Look, we already done read that. So when anything happens, I'm going to, let y'all know. I'm going to keep everything on because I'm quite sure something going to come up in that, and I'm going to be looking every day. Like, yes, this is really some sick stuff. He was swallowed up by oh, Jesus. Jake's wife is stupid. She need to leave him because she enables everything he does, and supporting him, she should be charged too. No, you can't charge her if she wasn't there. But you can charge her and for aiding and abetting and stealing that baby, though. The right girl needs to go to jail too. She knows too much. She once there and didn't report nothing. Oh, Jesus. Orlando Brown speaking fat. Orlando Brown crazy. What an evil demonic. Oh Lord, he is. Take him and free R. Kelly. I agree. Take Diddy and take Diddy and give me R. Kelly. Jaquan Wright has been speaking on Diddy for years. Jaquan. Who is Jaquan? I want to see if Vince Staples is going to talk and say Diddy is a piece of, like he did with Mr. Kelly. I want to see if Fubu co-founder John is going to wish death on Diddy like he did Mr. Kelly. Huh? Did he need to be charged with Tupac and Biggie murders? Facts. Right, Teresa, that man is not crazy. He's been telling the truth all this time. Of course. All who have been speaking about all these sick things need to go down too. They continue to go to this man's home and watch it all go down. Not say anything. Right, he had something to do with their deaths. Gene Deal has been speaking on Diddy for years. Relations, they were participants. I hope Usher speak out. Usher mom going to speak out. Diddy gave him the Oshkosh bagage, didn't he? Oh, Jesus. Exactly. I want to see if Smokey Robinson is going to say, shame on you, Diddy, for misusing your talent like he did with Mr. Kelly. Smokey Robinson can barely see. That big motherfucker. Smokey need to talk about need to talk about two Barrys, Hankerson and Gordy. I want to know if Philadelphia PA is going to symbolically ban Diddy like they did Mr. Kelly. No. Lopez need to go down too. Just my opinion. Don't mind me. She's back with the baseball player. Right, Big Mob. Hell, all those OGs in the industry like Quincy Jones, Barry Gordy, and others all harm their artists. Check him out. I wouldn't put it past Smokey, so he need to shut up. Relations, why? He beat Cassie Earth, but she continued to stay there like a dummy. Oh boy. Look, I appreciate y'all because y'all was hanging with the best tonight. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to hang with me. On that note, I'm up out of here. Y'all be blessed. See y'all tomorrow. If something else drop, I'm coming back live again. But you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. Until next time, Dana J saying, shout out, so long, dream team for life, and let's remember to keep Nikki M in our prayers. All right? Don't forget the spices. This is the last time you're going to see this commercial, so I'm going to play it. The spices are in. The spices are in. Oh my God. We got Dana J Hattie Lemon Steak Spice. Oh yeah. We got the Dana J Lafayette Low High Rise Tropical Bang. Come and get it. We got the Dana J Lafayette White Dirt, y'all. We got the Dana J's Jackson Family Seafood Blend number 2. Oh my God. Then we got Dana J's Lemon Family Seafood Blend number 1. We also have the Dana J's Lafayette Low Rise Mild Heat. If you know, if you want that heat. Then we got the real heat. If you want the Dana J's Smut. That's the extreme heat that got the Joker on the side. Oh my God. Come and get it. Come and get it. The Dana J spices are running wild. I'm telling you, come and get it. After you taste these spices, you ain't gonna want nobody else's. I holler at you later. Hit me.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I'm gonna take a dipping on pool. Just gonna look out there. Hey, yeah, yeah. Sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul. Feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah, simply lose control. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops, rain. Follow me. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops, rain.